Hi guys, it's Peter and welcome to our channel. Well, I just opened my Amstrad PC1512DD. I thought I was gonna blow it with air compressor, all dust away. And actually I did a little bit, but to be honest, it's not much different than at that moment when I opened it. The system is pretty clean inside. I can show you. I mean, for my surprise, there almost no dust. It looks like it has a lot of mileage. Even previous owner said they didn't use a lot. For last 30 years, it's been stored in a box. But anyway, like I said, I mean, when I opened it, I was quite surprised how clean it is. And then also, right away, I did recognize that it's something missing. And I was kind of didn't expect it, to be honest. I was kind of surprised this system doesn't have a power supply. And if you guys look at, I mean, there's a motherboard, two floppies, I mean, but no, nothing else. I mean, it has 3 slots of 8-bit ISA slots. I mean, there's you plug it a hard drive. It did come with hard drive. It did come with a controller board to play any games. I mean, it's joysticks plugged in. I believe it's a 19 pins or so. Anyway, and so far so good. I mean, looks pretty nice and clean. I did add it already. 3.5 floppy header for future mod. I'm kind of thinking maybe it's gonna leave it the way it is. But the problem is it has a 2 5.25-inch floppy drives, which it's kind of hard to get software on. On those discs. By replacing one with GoTech and leaving another one as original, probably that's gonna be the best option to go. Also, I want to see what's in a hard drive. A hard drive, it's a Mindscribe. I forget what the model is. There's some numbers, but it's barely can see it. But I did check on the internet. It's a 32 megabyte. I was quite surprised because back then, the system was being introduced in 1986. The price was between 800 to 900 bucks. Plus, if you want to get 10 megabyte hard drive, it will cost you additional 1,300 bucks. That's a mind-blowing amount for 10 megabyte. I can imagine that 32 megabyte, how much it did cost back then. It's most likely this hard drive, well, actually it's at 1989. I'm not sure even when he did purchase it. I will not surprise if it was 89 or 90 or so, because if we're talking about in 1986, that hard drive is gonna cost you probably more than a cheap car, brand new cheap car or so. I mean, anyway, maybe it's not that much, but still, I mean, 32 megabyte, late 80s, was quite impressive probably. Also, let me show you, I mean, how its system looks. Well, like I mentioned before, up front has 2 5.25 floppies. Also has a power lead. Each floppy, of course, has own light. I mean, activity light. On the right side, well, on the left side, I'm sorry, there's a speaker, a volume knob, keyboard. It's gonna be what, 6-pin, yeah, 6-pin keyboard connector. That's DB9 pin mouse connector, looks like, but that you not can plug it PC mouse into that port. Well, it's not gonna fit even with a converter. It will not it's gonna work either. Amstrad using own priority mouse. On the back side, there's a DC port, video RGB, I believe it's RGB, parallel port, and serial port. Not much back, but back then that's probably what you really needed. And on the right side to me, there's a little door. You open it and it's gonna be access to expansion ports. It's depending what your Amstrad equipped. Like this guy was equipped with a game card. They call game card, but it's basically the joystick board or so. And like I said, there's a three slots. It doesn't sound probably a lot, I mean 3, but back then it's probably plenty enough. I mean, what else you're gonna plug it? I mean, hard drive, a joystick board, maybe some additional sound card or so. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not really expert in Amstrad. Well, it's my first Amstrad. How I can be expert, right, guys? And let's see. It's running on a CPU. I was gonna remove it floppies to show you. I mean, the motherboard itself, but then I recognized that there's so many screws and it looks nice and clean. I mean, I don't have to do that. But anyway, it runs on a CPU Intel 8086 at 8 megahertz. I was kind of surprised to discover that. I thought it's gonna run on a Motorola 6800 or so, because that Motorola chip, it was so popular back in the 80s and 80s, early 90s. It has a 512 kilobyte of RAM. I mean, you probably even can tell by model number 1512. 512 stands for RAM. Expandable, this system actually you can expand up to 640. It's to me it sounds kind of like awkward number, 640. I thought maybe to a 1 megabyte or so, you know, like a equal number. I mean, making sense amount. But to be honest, like I said, I mean, I'm not really know much about Amstrad. Maybe 640, that was really mind-blowing RAM size back then. ROM, it has a 16K. Then text mode, this guy runs at 40 columns and 80 columns. Color, that's kinda, I mean, quite interesting, because you guys did recognize it. It doesn't have a VGA adapter or any kind source. It has own RGB style, and which is, it's a this Amstrad, it can run in a two modes. One is a 4-color CGA, and another mode is a 16-color Amstrad mode. I'm not sure if there's any games exist can run in a 16 color mode, but we will see. And according to spec wise, it's running MS-DOS or RD-DOS. It's gonna be quite interesting to plug it hard drive and see what's inside. I mean, it's not like it's gonna open it, but I mean what's on the hard drive. Maybe it's a dead hard drive after 30 years sitting in storage. Anyway, let me put it back together and then we will power it and we go from there. Okay guys, now it's gonna be a moment of truth. Let's flip it power switch. That's a good sign. I already hear it. Let's see, that's a hard drive spins, it sounds like. Please wait. Well, that at least that's what's set on the screen. I'm really excited to see if it's gonna work. The floppies kicks in. I mean, I saw both lights kind of blinks. Okay, ROM disk. Insert system disk and press any key. That's mean it didn't detect hard drive. Luckily, it did come with MS-DOS 3.2. Let's see how many disks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it looks like I got the whole set. Let's put disk 1. It's clanking. That's a good sign right there. Better missing this hard drive system. It doesn't look like it's system files or folders or systems itself. Well, the system itself is not on a hard drive. Anyway, echo off. What the hell's the echo? I'm not really sure. Install it mouse. Device driver v5.00. Install it. Okay, let's see. Let's check a C drive and see if anything there. Actually, the C drive looks like it does has bunch stuff. Let me go back, and I'm not sure how to do pages. dir/p. Okay, yeah, that's the pages. And what we're looking, okay, the dir DOS is there. What was asking saying before? Oh yeah, system. Okay, let's see if there's a system. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, guys. Like I said, like I mentioned on my previous videos, I'm not really, familiar too much with DOS. And well, yeah, the system folder is not there because I didn't see it. Well, anyway, it's alright. Let me go back to a. You know what, guys? I believe it did come with some game. Let's try it. Okay, like I mentioned in my first video, it comes with two games, F19 and Battle Hack. You know what? F19, it sounds like it's gonna be alright. Let's put it in a drive B. In that case, we can test it drive B as well. And let's see, then go B. How it's gonna start? Well, let's see what's on drive B. Holy crap, it's a lot of stuff. And now we need to start the game. E-graphic. You know what? F19. That's the name of a game. Let's try the F19. It's probably you guys laughing already from me. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Well, at least it's clanking. It sounds like it. Okay. Do you have a joystick? No. I do have actually, but I didn't plug it. Let's put it now. Select graphic mode. Wow, that game actually, see guys, it can run in a VGA, MCGA, 256 color, EGA 16, 10D, even in a 10D mode, at 16 color. Well, I know we got CGA, it have to be in a 4 colors. Let's go CGA. Wow, that floppy drive sounds really amazing. Almost like someone hammering the nails with hammer. Dun 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 dun. But I'm really excited. Wow, that's a jaw dropper. Let's see. Wow, the sound really unbelievable. Maybe it's a speaker bad. I mean, because I kind of doubt it sounds the way it's supposed to be. But then, of course, back then it's a what, 8-bit sound. I believe that guy has 8-bit sound. It sound pretty bad. But I mean, by saying pretty bad compared to newer computer, of course, you not can go with that. But let's see. Let's go further and see if we can fly. You know what? Since I don't have any. I didn't hook it up a joystick pretty much. I'm using the direction key, the arrow key on the keyboard, and see if I can change it, because there's look like it's a 4 demos or 4 games in one or so. I'm not 100% positive. No, it doesn't look like. Anyway, let's just click it straight forward, enter, and see where we can get. Wow. That looks quite impressive, guys. I hope my camera is gonna pick it up pretty good. I'm not really sure if it's gonna do it, because recording CRT monitor is not always fun. Come on, guys, I want to fly. I really enjoying the sound of 5.25-inch floppy, much louder than 3.5. And actually, it's my first unit with 5.25 floppies. Okay, now asking disk B. That is the put it this B. Oh, I need and type. I did. Uh-oh. It doesn't work. Well, it's okay. Like I said, I mean, eventually probably I was gonna install it. Go tech and see how far I can go. The screen also, I'm not really sure if camera is gonna pick it up. It looks kind of like a magnetized area or so because it's out of shape. Maybe just you need some adjustment. Anyway, guys, it looks like the Amstrad it's working, and let me reset it. Yeah, I'm quite happy. The machine's working. Well, guys, pretty much we're done for this video. I hope it was quite interesting, enjoyable. If you did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. We will really appreciate it.